Have you started recording or not?
Yes, we started.
Already started? Okay, fine. So there was one mistake I think that Dheeraj pointed out, and Dheeraj is there or not? Dheeraj? He is not attending the class. It was in capacitors. Now I don't know where that will be. RC circuits. Where have I taken RC circuits? After this, capacitors in this.
Current electricity last is
Current electricity last is RC. Okay.
capacitor. Capacitor is the last. Electricity is first. Capacitor is last.
Capacitor last.
Yes, sir.
Then I think 27th May, 31st May, 4th June. Okay, maybe somewhere here. These are the questions. So this is accepted, I think. Here, somewhere. Yes. Here I committed mistake, I think so. Determine the time constant. This is okay. And then this is okay. There was some exam. I don't know where is that question.
Sir, some background noise is coming from your side.
Just wait for some time. It will be over soon. Okay.
Sir,
Yes. This is a question, I think. This question, in this I have done some mistake. I think I have taken the final to be minus 2b, which is completely wrong. Unless,
sir,
yes,
some background noise is coming. Sir.
I said just wait for some time. I think it will be over soon.
Okay, sir.
Okay. There is only in this place. If I don't sit in this room, then there will be less signal actually in another room. And here, just for a moment, it will be over soon. I'm saying that here it is I1, I and IC. I did mistake while writing the final charge as minus 2 CV. Why so? Because I think after a long time, what is the situation? After a long time, let's make the diagram. Minus plus. Capacitor will be acting like an open circuit, right? R1,
Yes, sir.
R2. Then I will remove the capacitor, but this remaining circuit is still intact as it is. So I did very stupid mistake by assuming that this 2V will directly appear across capacitor, which it will not be actually. Why it will not be? Because when the current is flowing, what current is flowing? We have already determined, I think. Current flowing I1. I1 will be at infinity. I1 at infinity will be this. Right? Minus 3 upon R1 plus R2. Or I can say, what will be the current flowing here this side? This current I will be equal to
3V
by R1 plus R2. Then what will be the voltage obtained? Tell me now once. Across A and B terminals. Let me name these. A and B across these. What is the voltage obtained? I think I can start taking some reference. 0. If I take 0, and here current is going this side, plus minus. So from B as compared to B, this side it has minus 2B, right? Okay, I'm starting writing this way. VA minus I into R2 plus 2V is equal to VB. So VA minus VB. VA minus VB is equal to, I think, I
Minus
into R2 minus
R2
2V.
minus
minus
2V.
T.
And then we get charge. Charge stored will be equal to capacitance. What is the capacitance here? This was 2C, I think, right? Or C? C it was. Capacitance was C. Charge stored in the capacitor will be after a long time C into VA minus VB. This is diagram. Equivalent diagram at t tends to infinity. Then charge at infinity will be this C into VA minus VB. What is VA minus VB? Let's find it out. Somewhat. Or you do one thing, please find it out and tell me the answer. You already know what is the value of I here. You have to just put this I value here from this side to this side here and get the value of Q after that. Solve, you have to solve it a little bit.
Sir,
Yes,
C into V of
V of
R2 minus 2R1 by R1 plus R2.
R2 minus
2R1 by R1 plus R2.
R1 plus R2. Now you please see whether it is right or not. Somebody confirm. Is it right?
Right only.
Then this was my mistake here. I took the final to be minus 2 CV. Do one thing. Replace this here. This is not minus 2 CV. Instead of that, I should write it as this quantity. Will this be negative? Yes, it can be negative. For which values it will be negative? Can we make it minus 2 CV? I'm thinking if I'm able to make it minus 2 CV, then I will just change the values of R1, R2 accordingly. I think it cannot become minus 2 CV. Minus 2 into. It cannot become negative.
And the current will be in the other way.
Current is in.
If
Current
we
is in
wanna
this
make
direction. Current is in
then
this
it will
direction.
become other way, sir.
Then it will become. It means that if I change the polarity of the battery, it seems, then something like that will happen. But then other changes will be made. I don't want to do that. I only want to change R1, R2. Can we make it CV minus CV? Can we make it minus CV? Let us see once. If I make it minus CV here, then I will be getting CV cancelled minus 1. It will become minus R1 minus R2 is equal to R2 minus 2R1. Minus 2R1 goes this side. And then it becomes
R1 equal to R2.
R1 equal to R2. If I put R1, R2,
R1
then
equals to 2 or 2.
R1 is equal to 2R2.
2 R2.
R1 is equal to 2R2.
So 2 R2.
Right. R1 is equal to 2R2. Let us do that thing then. Let us say given R1 is equal to 2R2 so that finally I will change it and it will be not minus 2 CV. It will become
Minus CV.
minus CV. What changes I have to make in remaining places? Nothing, I think. I have just ended it here. At that time, I was mainly telling you that if we know the final and the initial, so my focus was on telling that, but I did mistake in calculating the final charge here. Final charge, I should have calculated properly. Okay, how to calculate the final charge? Best idea is always, we will never commit mistake. If I would have made the equivalent diagram that day, then
Potential difference.
I would not have committed this
Capacitance.
mistake. Potential difference into capacitance. Okay, I should have made the equivalent diagram. And why potential difference in the capacitance? Because that is understood. I think you know already why charge is potential difference in the capacitance, right? I don't know if I have committed the same mistake other places also. In this place also I may have committed the same then, it seems.
No, sir, we have written V by R1 plus R2 only.
Here we have written right or wrong. Let us check once. V by final charge here. It is wrong again, I think. What is the final current? Final current will be 2V minus V, that is right, upon R1 plus R2. 2V minus V is V only, V upon R1 plus R2, that is right only. Final current is right. And I1 is right only. I is also right only. That is negative minus V, that is right. So Which is wrong here? This charge is wrong again, I think. What should be the charge here? Again, same way we have to get. This charge should be. Is it same diagram or different diagram in this situation and the last in this? Same only, I think, right? Same only. This charge value I have to change.
Polarity reversed in both the
Polarity reverse.
Polarity
volt,
reverse
sir.
of 2 volt polarity is reverse here.
It's
In this case, polarity is okay. Yes, that's right. There's a difference. So let us find it out here only. 2V, and this is V. And here, let me take it. Here I have made that diagram also, but then also I did mistake. Okay, so what will be the potential difference now? Can you calculate it? Calculate for some values, maybe R1, R2 or something. If R1 is equal to R2, what happens? Or otherwise, tell me the exact value only. I will put it here. Exact value will be 2V minus I into R2. 2V minus I into R2. So 2V minus I into R2 into C. That it will be final charge.
2R1 minus R2 by.
Just okay, this is fine. I have just written this.
Okay.
It is enough. Okay. Or I means here I at infinity. Or I think I1 infinity. I is nothing but I1 at infinity. Okay. Then we can understand what it is. But I wonder nobody pointed it out. Dheeraj found it. Remaining, I hope I have not committed such blunder anywhere else. If you find anything and if you are uncertain or that is a doubt, then chances are that there may be some mistake also. You can bring such things to my notice. I think that only, right? Fine. Now let us go to the present topic. Energy equation at the extreme position for I equal to 0. What is energy equation? Can you find out? Energy equation. This you found out or not? Just by putting I equal to 0 in this.
Just I found.
Okay, right. After finding what we have to find, we have to find the values of this. Read it here. For extreme position, put I equal to 0 in the above equation and get roots of Q, that is Q1 and Q2. Amplitude of oscillation will be equal to Q1 minus Q0 or Q2 minus Q0, because Q1 is at one extreme, Q2 is at the other extreme, and Q0 is at the this mean position only. What is mean position meaning? Mean position meaning when the inductor is taken like a wire, conducting wire. That is mean position. Understood? Okay. Then tell what is the value, what are the roots? I think the roots are
The roots are red.
Q1 com.
That's we get. That's
Q1
we
com.
get.
Sir,
Yes.
what can we do? Q2 minus Q1 equals to 2 times of amplitude.
Yes, that is true only. That will be also right. The distance between two extreme positions, Q2 minus Q1, the difference is equal to twice of amplitude. That is also right only. Mod of that. Okay. If you want to do that way, that is also good enough.
Okay.
What do you want to do? You want to find the, let's find difference only. I think that will be better. Huh? Q2 minus Q1 mod is equal to
Answer is same
twice
answer.
of
Okay.
amplitude. That will become Q2 plus Q1 square minus 4 into Q1 Q2 under the root, which will be equal to sum of the roots. Sum of the roots will be V by what is sum of roots? B by A.
Minus V by S, sir.
Minus B by S.
I have to square it and minus 4AC. Minus 4AC means it will become plus 4 into 1 by 4 will also be there. That will get cancelled. So then I will be left with
T square by LCR.
what I will be left with V square by LCR, I think, right? That only under the root. So what is amplitude coming out to be? Amplitude will be 1/2 times LC square into 4 into V square and plus V square by LCR under the root. Is it right? Check the calculations, please.
L get cancelled
By
in
L square also there, no, sir.
L is cancelled, huh?
Yes, sir, by L will be there.
L is cancelled already. Then this only. We can also verify from the units. CV is the charge and amplitude is charge amplitude only. So it is right. This also, I think, has units of charge only. So,
Sir,
yes,
Q1, Q2 term there we have written wrong, I think.
Q2, Q1 terms I have written wrong.
Here V square LC by R square I am getting.
Wait, let me check once. This one, this term is wrong.
No, sir. Q1, Q2, Q1 into Q2.
Product. Okay, let me check once. V square by R square is there. R square should be there, right? R square will be there. And
LC
C
will come
is-
in.
LC will come as it is, but R square will be there, right?
LC will be in numerator, sir.
No, why would it be numerator? Formula is C by A. Yes, right. Sorry. Formula is C by A, so it will be in numerator. So it will be L into C divided by, what is it here? R square upon R square into L into C. Is it right now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now just check it once. Dimensionally, is it correct or not? This will be I square
Sir, into 4 will be there.
into 4 will be cancelled. 4 will be numerator.
Yes, sir.
Then good for us. We will be able to just write it as CV square plus V by R, that is current, into root LC is like not time period, but we know it has this is right only charge, unit of charge. Now it is right. Whatever you want to write it, you can write it as V square by R square into LC. Anyway, this is charge amplitude. Once I know the charge amplitude, still I cannot get the answer because I have to first find whether it is more than CV, less than CV, so that where to keep this. It will be here, I think so, right? Let me bring this diagram below. I will bring this whole diagram below, copied, and I will put it here. And now I have to put additionally, what I have to put here? The amplitudes. I think we already know that this is more than the distance of the charge CV from the origin. It is more than that. So it is something like this. And initially charge is becoming positive or negative, because even now I cannot tell. I know initially charge was 0, but will it go downside or will it swing upside? We said that I have to make a sinusoidal curve, but there are two possibilities. One possibility or another possibility. Which one I should make here? Think about it. Which one I should make? Check from the diagram. What is the situation here? As soon as I open the switch, this was carrying some current. Current will be going in that direction only. If current is going in that direction only, then charge on this plate in the beginning will become positive, not negative, right? I have taken this charge to be positive. So in this place, it will increase, it will become positive only. Then I should not make initially it should be like this. Then
this way, going down, swinging back up, again down, and so on. Indefinitely, it will keep on moving like that only. And we already know what is A here. So A is nothing but this value which we have written. So we are getting this value now because we know A. Okay. So from here we can get the charges at the extreme positions, right? You understood this or not?
So can you scroll up one?
Yes.
Thank you.
So I hope you have understood how to get this charge as a function of time and how to tell whether it is going up or it is going down. By seeing the initial condition, we know that if I take it downwards, then current would become negative. It means the direction which we are assuming for the current is wrong. But that cannot be wrong. We are certain of the direction. We are certain that it is going in this direction only. So current cannot be negative in the beginning. At t equals 0, current is positive only. So the slope of QT graph at the beginning should be positive. It should be going up, and then it will be returning towards the mean position, and then it will go to the other extreme, and then the same way it will keep oscillating. What is the equation for this? If I want to write Q as a function of time, how to write Q as a function of time now? I think I can write Q as a function of time by, first of all, by shifting Q minus Q naught, right? Q minus Q naught, Q plus Q naught, I think it is. Q plus Q. What was Q naught value? Q naught was minus CV. So I should write
Sine function minus CV.
it is a sine function minus
CV.
CV, right? So it will become Q is equal to, what is a sine function? That also I have to think. A sine omega t plus phi and minus CV, correct? That only. Right on, right. But what is phi here? How to determine phi? Phi we can determine by putting initial value. At t equal to 0, Q is 0. So we get Q is equal to A sine phi minus CV. Then what is phi? Q plus CV. Q is 0, sorry, 0 here. So sine phi is equal to, I think, CV divided by A. That is sine phi. Now we are getting value of Q is equal to A into sine omega t plus, that's sine inverse CV divided by A minus CV. It appears very complicated expression, and it will look further complicated when I will put the value of A here, because value of A is also somewhat big. So this is considered a tough question only. Okay, but I think if you think concept, it may appear tough, but overall, how did we get it? Do you remember the steps involved? We are able to get it very easily. We did not do much. Just wrote one energy equation, and then we put energy as I as 0. Then we, from there only, we got the amplitude. Once getting amplitude, then directly we came to plot the graph. How did we plot the graph? We plot the graph, but before that we have done one more work here. We already know what is Q naught. Q naught came out to be minus CV. So therefore I wrote it as minus CV. And then it is your smartness that from the graph you are able to write the equation. You know, it is a sinusoidal graph, but it is a shifted sinusoidal, I think. And is it right here? I'm doubtful here also. Wait a second. I think right only, because mean position is shifted downwards by CV. This is mean position, right? So it should be minus CV.
Sir, but
Okay.
this left hand also should start from that line only. No?
What?
We need to write minus CV means that left and also should start from the y equals to minus CV line.
This should start from y equal to minus CV line. I can't understand what you are.
In the graph, sir.
In the graph, the chart should start from here, this way.
That's
No, completely wrong. Why should it start from here? If it starts from here, you are saying that initially the particle is in is in equilibrium position. It is not initially in equilibrium position. In the equilibrium position, the voltage across it is 0, but here voltage across it is not 0. Initially, just at opening the switch, after opening the switch, the voltage across it is actually equal to V, which is non-zero voltage. It is not equilibrium position. At that time, charge is 0, but that charge equal to 0 does not correspond to the equilibrium. At equilibrium, in fact, we have found that the charge is minus CV. So initial is different and the equilibrium is different. These are not same. How are they same? Tell me.
Sign minus CV if I have written. I was saying we should start from the minus CV line.
What? Do you know what is the graph of A sin omega t plus phi or not?
Yes.
This is the graph. This is the graph of what? A sin omega t plus phi. Now I'm shifting it down. Then I'm just taking minus CV in that, then it will be shifted down only. What's the
Okay,
problem
sir.
in that?
Yes.
It is shifted down. It is shifted down by CV.
CV.
Okay. Then it is
Yes.
right only. Okay. In general, we can write always like this, means Q minus Q naught. Q naught is the equilibrium position, charge in equilibrium position. Q minus Q naught. Here one more thing is there. This analysis, in the second time again when I'm doing it, then I'm taking minus Q naught as charge stored in the capacitor in equilibrium position. At that time I'm taking it as minus Q naught, but here I'm taking it as Q naught only. So I'm taking Q naught as charge in equilibrium. So that is, you consider the second part of this solution, which I have done before already. That is different. It has nothing to do with the first one. It has its own variable, which is in which Q naught is not representing the charge stored in equilibrium, but Q naught is representing negative of charge stored in the equilibrium. Understood? Don't confuse this. Second method is means you take it separately. Okay, don't consider it as a single part here, because in this Q naught is different, and in first method the Q naught is different. Understood? And in general, I can write the equation like this: Q minus Q naught. Without even seeing the graph also, I know I can write it in this way: Q minus Q naught is equal to A into sin omega t plus phi, where Q naught is the charge in the equilibrium position. The way we do for the SHM, what I said for SHM we can write as A sin omega t plus phi or not. I told that this thing is actually displacement. It is not the coordinate, it is the displacement from mean position. Displacement from mean. Similarly, this is the difference of charge from mean. It is the difference of charge from mean position. That is equal to A sin omega t plus phi. From the graph we are getting, although, but even if we don't plot the graph and we know Q naught and we know A, then without plotting the graph, I can directly write the equation. If we know this thing, that Q minus Q naught is equivalent to X minus X naught, and that will be equal to A sin omega t plus phi. Okay. Is it fine? If you want to make the Q naught same, then I can do one thing here. Let me change it. Let me write it as Q minus Q naught here, so that there is no such confusion finally. Minus Q naught here. Then this will be plus Q naught here. And then it is, everything is fine. Then both these will be having Q naught as same. Q naught will be here minus CV. Are you listening?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So I hope you have understood so far. Understood? If anything not understood, you can ask me.
So
Ask
doubt,
what you.
Yes, ask it.
Initial energy equation only doubts.
Initial energy equation, yes, ask that one also. Which one is the initial energy equation?
B. No,
Below?
this one's below.
Okay, this one,
Ah,
right?
so- so here, we are taking minus QV now, so that means the battery is gaining the charge now.
So it is gaining only when the current is entering into it. How is it losing?
Then after some time, it will also give charge to capacitor.
Yes, that it will do. But I have taken Q this side. I will do according to what I have taken, where I have taken Q. I have not taken Q this side. If the left side of the capacitor plate is acquiring charge Q, then at that particular instant, it means this battery has also gained charge Q. The charge has entered into this also.
So that means it depends upon the moment we take sir energy equation.
It doesn't depend on the moment, but everything should agree means energy equation is same always. If you want to do in another way, let us say you want to give charge here Q, and here then you will write it as plus QV, but then it will become negative and it will become positive. Then I will also become minus dq by dt. So finally, I think equation will be same only again. Answers will not be different again. When I differentiate this equation again, then I will be getting same result. I think so. If I differentiate it, KVL equation will not be different. And if I don't want to differentiate it, in that case, let me think once. Let us say it is applying the charge Q. If it is applying the charge Q, then right, no problem. It will become plus QV, fine only. And the remaining half Li square, I will be taken in backward direction then. Then it will be, because charge you are saying that it is going this side and current, I will assume to be going backwards. Or if I assume current to be forward, that also I can do. Then I will take, this will be confusing notation. I know I can manage the variables and I will think for some time and I will be getting the answer from that also, but we should not do that. It will go VQ into V and then I will become equal to minus dq by dt, not plus dq by dt. And then this will become plus here. After this, what changes will be made here? Here it will be minus, I think. If it is minus here, then what changes it will make here? You notice it is squared up. Are you noticing or not? This term is getting squared up. Whether it is plus or minus, where does it make a difference? Got it or not?
Got it.
Okay. But don't use such confusing notation. It will be plus Q is better only. Current is entering, that side positive, other side negative. Simple. Okay. Next, we have damped oscillations. Damped oscillations are equivalent to the case where we used to have drag force, viscous drag force,
Viscous liquid. Put in viscous liquid.
where we used to have some BV backwards, something like this. And I have told you how to write this equation. I told you that it might appear complicated, but we can write it easy by remembering one thing, that all the terms m into d square x by dt square, all terms are positive, plus b into dx by dt plus k into x, all terms are positive, and those are equal to f. If we remember this way, that this cannot be negative, all are positive only, then I think we will not commit mistakes. Okay, all terms are positive. Otherwise, if you want to write the equation properly, then you may end up committing some mistake. I know it is not that simple. There are chances you will lose out something. For example, let me write, although I can get it, f minus kx minus bv is equal to mass into acceleration. Is it okay? What is the direction of x? X I have taken in this direction or the opposite side.
Sir, x will be in the direction of force now. You're extending it.
X is in this direction, not necessarily. X could be in that direction also. But if x is in that direction, then dx by dt will be minus v, I think, right?
Yes, sir. In the opposite to the direction of force minus.
Let me think now. Is it right or wrong? What is kx direction? Kx is backwards. Kx is backwards. Right. So can I write it as f? The force I cap and minus kx I cap minus velocity is in which direction? Velocity is in forward direction, right? Minus b into v is equal to mass into acceleration. Then I get f is equal to f into I cap is equal to kx plus bv plus ma along I cap. Getting it, but always you will not get answer. There are chances that you may end up committing mistake. I can give you reasons why. You may take x forward or you may take x backward. You may say it is a pulling force. So in order to avoid the mistake, I have told you that one simple trick will be that you remember that these all terms will be here positive. None of these is negative. And f is not on the same side, f is on the other side. Just keep this idea in mind, then you will not commit mistake. Now you know what is m equivalent to? Tell me what is
L sir.
L into d square
Yeah.
q by dt
dt
square
square
plus
b into dq by d.
this is b is unknown. Till now we don't know b, right? Do we know?
Resistance.
This is resistance, yes, you know already. R
You
into
told,
dq
sir.
by, I told them, fine, you know already. Plus what is about the k? K is you already know 1 by c into q, and f is EMF. This is the equation of LC oscillation, damped LC oscillation. Damped LC oscillation means in which inductor is there, and these are not only damped. I think these are, I should call these as forced. Why should I call force? Because E is also there. Let us do one thing. Let us remove the force so that it becomes just damped oscillations. Okay. That is the equation. There is no external force. If F external is 0, then damping will be there. Otherwise, we will call such oscillations as forced oscillations. Now you tell me what would happen. L, C, R. You know that normally without R, if there is no R value, without any R, this will be just proper SHM like this. If R is 0, but because R is existing, so it will be decaying. Energy will be, it will be losing energy. Oops. This way. Okay, fine. Fair enough. Now we can take the LC oscillation. Now initially it may be large oscillation, large value, then less, and finally it may almost become negligible 0. This is time, and this is, what is it here? It could be I or Q, depends.
I sir. Max.
It could be I or it could be Q. Okay. It depends on the initial condition. If initially, normally initially capacitor is already charged in such cases, and we say that switch is closed, then only oscillation will start. Then the current will be initially 0. So I think it better agrees with current. initially charge will not be zero, most probably. Okay, although I told you I can make such situations where I will send some initial current in this, and then finally this will come in series. Okay, that is also here. So this energy will be lost. Okay, now if somebody wants to ask you what is the equation for this, now to get the equations, I told you how to solve this, such equations, double differential equations. I told you there's a trick for this. We just write it as d square L plus R into d plus d means d by dt,
Quadratic, sir.
and d square means d square by dt square. And what else? And then there is plus q. No, not plus q. Plus 1 by c. Plus 1 by c whole multiplied by q is equal to 0. And then we take it like a quadratic and we take the roots. Let us say roots are alpha beta. So d minus alpha into d minus beta into q is equal to 0. This is a trick to convert it into linear equation. So either d minus alpha into q will be 0, or let alpha and beta be roots. Then d minus beta into q will be 0. Then we get d alpha is equal to q. No, not d alpha. dq is equal to alpha q, but d is d by dt of q is equal to alpha into q. And you know, in this case, if I want to solve this, it is right. Can we solve it or not? What will be q coming out to be? Or I can say simply that from here only I can directly solve. After solving, you will get q is equal to some value q naught into e raised to power alpha t. Is it right or not?
Yes, sir.
Now what would be alpha value? Alpha has not depends. Here we have multiple cases now. Means imaginary roots or real roots or equal roots. So different cases are there. I have not discussed the case of equal roots, although however I have not discussed that. But I have taken those cases when those are either imaginary or those are real. That case I have discussed. One case is possible in which equal roots are there. So what would be the answer? Tell me now. Alpha is, let us get the answer for alpha. Alpha is, I think, minus R by L and plus or minus B square minus 4AC means R square minus 4L by C upon 2A upon 2L. Is it right or not?
Minus R by L, right, sir?
Hmm?
Minus R by L.
I took minus B by A. Is it not minus B by? Okay. Oh, sorry. It's minus B only, right? Minus B plus minus B square minus 4AC upon 2A. Is it right now?
Yes, sir.
Then what next? Imaginary case and real case. So if damping is more, R square is no, damping is less. If R square is less than 4 by C, or we can say it is called as underdamped. Underdamped. What is overdamped? Overdamped will be when R square minus 4L by C is greater than 0, or R square is greater than 4L by C. And what is critically damped? You can understand what would be critically. Can you guess it? When R square will be equal to 4L by C, or R will be equal to 2 root of L by C. So overdamped means more losses. No, sorry, underdamped, less losses. Resistance is less. Overdamped means more resistance. More resistance means more loss. More loss means quickly the oscillation will finish. There will be no oscillation, in fact, in that case.
In that case, it will die soon. It will die so fast that it will not be able to oscillate. It will not be able to perform any oscillations. And underdamped means it will be able to perform the oscillations. And how do we know that mathematically? Mathematically, we know because when it is underdamped, then we get e raised to power. Then we get e raised to power. Alpha is in the form of a plus iota b, right or not? Some complex number.
Yes.
So b, I should not say. Is there any c and d used anywhere? I want to keep such. What should I call it?
For capacitance.
Complex number. We can say, okay, a1 plus iota a2, right? It is a complex number. A1 and a2 are some constants. Then you know q will become what? Q will become q naught into e raised to power. One more thing that I should specify. It is minus, and the other one is plus or minus. Other one can also be plus or minus. So we get e raised to power minus a1, where a1 is positive number and a2 is also some positive number. What do I get? Into e raised to power plus or minus iota a2. We know this will give us some term. What it will give us? Cos theta.
Cos theta plus I sin.
T, I think here.
Cos theta.
Alpha
Yes,
t.
sir, T will
T will be there. So cos of
cos
a to
A2
t
plus
plus
I sin
or minus
sin
sine of
A2 t.
a to t. And this side I'm getting this whole thing as just one amplitude term, and this is a oscillation term, and this is decay term. Or I can say this decay term I will keep here only, and I will say it is a variable amplitude. This total is amplitude. This total is amplitude. It is variable amplitude of amplitude. Amplitude decreases with time. Therefore, when I plotted this here, this is amplitude representing amplitude, which is decreasing with time. Okay, amplitude is decreasing with time, and as amplitude is decreasing, then oscillations will always be from amplitude to amplitude. That you know, right? If I write a sine omega t equation, then it will be from amplitude to amplitude. But when amplitude is decreasing, then it will be this kind of oscillation. This is how we get it. And I can also write it as q naught into e raised to power minus a1 into t into sine omega t plus 5. This
Sir,
will get,
there I will be there, no sir, in that term. I sin A2 t.
Sine a to t plus 5.
No sir, here.
Here.
Cos A2 t plus or minus I sin A2 t.
Iota will be there, right? Iota will be there.
Yes.
Iota will be there. And yes, okay, fine. So you have understood, and this phase could be making it cos term or sine term, whatever it is, depending upon the phase. And a2 here, a2 is here equivalent to, what is a2 equivalent to? A2 is equivalent to the omega. Here a2 is nothing but omega, angular frequency. What is the angular frequency? We can find out angular frequency by taking 4L by C minus 4L by C minus R square divided by 2L. That is angular frequency. Omega is equal to A2, which is equal to 4L by C minus R square under root divided by 2L, which is equal to 1 by LC minus R by 2L whole square under the root. Are you noticing? It is omega naught square minus
means it is slightly different from the natural frequency of oscillation. Natural frequency. Omega naught is natural frequency of oscillation. Omega naught is natural frequency of oscillation. It is slightly different from that. And omega is different from omega naught due to damping. Damping means nothing but a resistance term. What is meaning of natural frequency of oscillation? The frequency without any resistance. Okay. This is understood. Are you there?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right. So this is damped SHM, and other than that, in damped SHM, what else we can have? We can have condition of resonance. What is meaning of resonance? You remember something from the oscillations or not? Resonance. Resonance is that case when that resonance we will get by force oscillation, not in this. That will get in force oscillations. So I think I can now move on to force oscillation, right?
But if we get to one oscillation and it will continue to be oscillating, that condition.
If force oscillation means we have the source of force, or we can say the EMF. In this case, it will be EMF. If I apply EMF, but you remember, if you please do one thing, if you possible revise a little bit of from NCRT, the force oscillations, and you will notice that in that case, there is one F term here. And in this F term is sinusoidally varying term. Do you remember something or not? It is also sinusoidally varying term.
Yes, sir.
When we do force oscillation, it is something like this. So here our EMF also should be, what kind of EMF should be? The EMF also should be sinusoidally varying EMF. Then only it will be equivalent to force oscillation. We cannot take just a DC EMF here. We can take sinusoidally varying EMF if you want to get exactly same situation as we used to get in force oscillations. But you know, that case in the 11th class when we studied in NCRT, there they wrote F naught sin omega t. After that, they just told us what will be the final current. You remember? Okay. Do you remember how we used to get the value of X in that case when it was equal to F naught sin omega t? How did we used to find out X? Do you remember something? Anything? Do you remember that I used to assume that let X be equal to A sine omega t plus phi something, and then
Yes, sir.
I used to take like a vector and a phasor. We can say derivative will change it into
Phasor,
cos.
phasor.
That will, phasor. This will be K into A. This will be B into A. I think omega. Then this will be, I think, minus A omega square, and resultant will be F, because these three are like phasors or vectors, and adding them we get F naught sin omega t. This is how I used to do it, and then we used to get the value of F. If you don't remember, if possible, revise this thing once, okay, from the class notes. Did I take SHM last year online or offline only?
Offline, sir.
Offline only, sir.
Offline.
I have taken offline only, right? Last year offline only I have taken.
So you have told 3 times.
Then you please go through that once again, if possible, and it will be good, because you know what is interesting part. Interesting is that forced oscillation automatically gives us AC, alternating current. What is alternating current meaning? Alternating current means nothing but sinusoidally varying current or sinusoidally varying voltage. So that sinusoidally means AC. You already know AC if you know properly forced oscillations, but nobody knows that. Nobody knows forced oscillations properly. In fact, everybody starts understanding forced oscillations only after doing AC.
because when we will do AC in AC, there will be a lot of problems. Then forced oscillation will appear very easy after that. There will be nothing in that. Okay. So forced oscillation is also like AC only. So they have given AC this week. They have given a lot of syllabus. AC also is given.
AC
Maybe-
with only single element.
Then also no problem. As I told you, I cannot separate these. I cannot teach like one element first. Although I have tried to do that today. I tried to do this thing. I thought maybe I should take one element at a time. But even though if I take one element at a time, this will not be of much use unless I tell you that what would happen when they are drawn together, when all are in series or all are, then only we will understand in reality what is happening. So otherwise it will be useless. No? So therefore, I would not like to take it as one element only. Although I can do one thing. What should I do tomorrow? I think I can take this first, and then after that, one other thing is also there which they have not mentioned, I think, but it will be there probably. Have they mentioned RMS average, something like that, or not? RMS
sir.
average. They have mentioned RMS value of current, average value of current.
Yes, sir. RMS current.
Oh, then that is also there. Then that thing is also there. I was thinking maybe that is not there. Then that part is also there. Then maybe now I have to make some choice here. Either I can start with these first, or I can start with RMS average and those things first. I have already made this diagram, so let me start with this only. Tomorrow I will take this. After that, maybe day after tomorrow I can take average and RMS on those values. Okay. Okay. Let us end it now. Okay.